So the Raiders have signed Andre Carter.
Who?
No, not that Andre Carter. This Andre Carter.
Oh, okay.
And you tell them one thing. Just win, baby. It's because you're not feeling Uzi.
Yo, what is going on, Raider Nation? This is your boy Simone Raider, back at it again with another video. If this is the first time you guys are coming across this channel and you love the Las Vegas Raiders, then hit that subscribe button and hit that notification icon button just to notify you guys when I upload more videos just like this. But some news came out today, nothing really huge, but the Raiders, according to Ian Rappaport, have signed linebacker Andre Carter II to their 53-man roster off of the Vikings practice squad, sources said. The Army product helps Las Vegas off the edge after losing Max Crosby for the rest of the season. Now, Carter signed with the Minnesota Vikings as an undrafted free agent in 2023. He also would go on to make the 53-man roster, spent all season with the Vikings, primarily on special teams, and played in 12 games with only 2 tackles. And now with Janarius Robinson suspended for the rest of the season due to violating the substance abuse policy and Charles Snowden dealing with his DUI situation, this move makes a lot of sense for the Raiders. The Raiders are thin at that position, only having Caleb Von Chason and Tyree Wilson. So, I mean, this is a solid move for the Raiders, I guess so. I'm not really expecting too much out of Carter to come in and do anything, but I feel like this will be a good situation for him to go out there and play the remaining of these 3 games and just show what he has out there, whether or not he can earn an extra contract with the Raiders next season or with another team. Now, honestly, I didn't know too much about Andre Carter before today's signing, but there's a lot of people saying that he has a lot of potential, especially coming out of the draft. A lot of people thought that he could be a first-round pick. Somebody even said that he's an athletic freak. So I don't know if he's going to be that on this roster, but hey, it is what it is. The Raiders need some help right now. It's not like we're going anywhere right now. So welcome to the team. Welcome to the Raider Nation. Now, there was also some other moves that the Raiders made today, according to the Raiders PR. The team has announced that we have signed running back Chris Collier to the active roster and defensive end Ovi Agofo.
What?
And running back Isaiah Spiller to the practice squad. Again, ain't nothing flashy here, but hey, welcome to the squad. Now, some news came out just yesterday after the game that Sincere McCormick will miss the rest of the season. He's going to be placed on IR, and this really sucks. I mean, we've seen his injury go down during the game. It was announced at halftime that he will be out for the remainder of the game, and just yesterday, the day after the game, Sincere McCormick took to Instagram and posted on his story, just giving us all an update on his future this season.
Hey, y'all, I just want to, give a shout out to everybody who, kept me in their prayers. But it's nothing too crazy, though. So, I mean, honestly, I'll be back next season. I'm not really even tripping about it. I'll be back better than ever. But I want to thank everybody for reaching out and saying thank you to me, and I appreciate y'all. Again,
like I said in yesterday's video, I think this really sucks because I really wanted to see Sincere McCormick go out there and ball out the rest of the season and just show what he's about. Now, I know we got to see only a couple of games, only 2.5 games from him, but I feel like he earned a spot on this roster, whether it's being on a practice squad or just being on the team in general. I believe that he'll be a solid back for the Raiders, at least for the immediate future. And now with this news, the Raiders will be pretty thin at the position as well. Now, he does end his season, his 2024 season, with 39 carries for 189 yards, averaging 4.7 yards per carry and having 6 receptions for 29 yards. Again, that was in like about 2.5 games that we've seen from Sincere McCormick. So of course, I wish nothing but the best for the Oos. I hope he could come back stronger, and I hope that he still has a spot on this roster next season and that he could go out there and do his thing. Now, one player that has returned to the team has been quarterback Aiden OConnor. News came out that Aiden OConnor could start versus the Jacksonville Jaguars, and also, Aiden OConnor today returned to practice, and all signs are pointing to him starting this weekend against the Jacksonville Jaguars. This is good news for guys like Jacoby Meyer that's still playing, even for Brock Bowers. But this is probably not good news for the people that want the Raiders to tank, because we're playing a Jacksonville Jaguars team that's struggling just as much as us. And I feel like Aiden OConnor, if he goes out there, he might fuck around and win a game and mess up our whole draft order. I know that there's a lot of fans out there that still want the team to win. So, hey, if this gives you hope, so be it. But it's good to see that Aiden OConnor is going to be returning just to finish off the season. It just really sucks to see how this year has panned out, especially at the quarterback position with Gardner Minshew, with Aiden OConnor, heck, with even Desmond Ridder coming in and playing this last game. all hope is just lost, man. This team just looks bad. We're not fighting for nothing. We're not trying to win games for nothing. I mean, there's no point to win other than for our pride. But I feel like if there's anybody that gives us the best chance to go out there and win, it'd be Aiden OConnor. And there was clips that I seen of Aiden OConnor practicing today, and he just looks like he's good to go. And these next 3 weeks, I look at it as, you know, an interview process for Aiden OConnor, because I think he's also a guy that is possibly fighting for a spot on this roster next season, because depending on what we do, especially with Tom Brady taking over the helm and having a lot to say with the quarterback room, who knows if he's going to still be on this roster next season. If it were up to me, of course, I've said it before, I think that he should be on the roster. We go out, bring a veteran quarterback in, a fresh face. I don't think that Minshew should be here anymore. Just let him go. And then we just go and draft the quarterback of the future, get the franchise guy, and then we move forward with that. But what do you guys think about that news, about Aiden OConnor coming back and playing the rest of the season? Are you worried that he might end up winning a game or two and messing up our draft hopes? Or do you just not care at all? It is what it is. The season's over. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Now, the last thing I really want to talk about is Antonio Pierce and his future. I feel like we talk about Antonio Pierce almost on a weekly basis, especially with how bad the team has been looking as of late. I feel like we have every right to question it, because there's been a lot of subliminal messages going around. There's a lot of fans that are still fighting for AP, and then there's other fans feeling that we should move on from AP. There's also been reports going around that Mike Vrabel is favored to be the next head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders, especially with his connection with Tom Brady. It could possibly happen. Now, do I want it to happen? No, but if it does, it does. Now, we all already know that, you know, Tom Telesco and AP are both separate commodities and going to be judged differently. I mean, Mark Davis has already voiced his frustrations with AP and this Raiders team this year, basically throwing him under the bus, saying, "I'm very disappointed, obviously. I want to see progress. There's no excuse. We have injuries and all of those things, but your team has to figure out how to get around those issues. If there's going to be a finger pointed, it should be at me, because again, I'm the one who's hiring the people who makes the decisions on the field. At this point, obviously, we're not happy, but you have to go through the season and we'll reevaluate." Damn, you know, he basically calling out AP. And it's kind of crazy because he kind of blames himself for making that decision, because honestly, I don't think he wanted to bring AP over here. It's just the fact that a lot of people wanted him over here. A lot of us fans wanted him here. His own players wanted AP to be over here because of how good the team looked last season, at the end of the season, making that run. I just kind of find it surprising that he would voice his frustration so openly like this, especially with the head coach like AP. Now, AP was also asked about his future, and he stated basically he's under contract. He doesn't know what's going on, but all he knows is that he's going to be the Raiders head coach going into next season until something else changes. But, you know, Raider Nation, I wanted to bring this all up just to ask you guys how you guys feel about the situation. Has your thoughts on AP changed? Do you feel like he deserves another chance, or should we move on and get another head coach, whoever it may be? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Until the next one, this is your boy Simone Raider and your boys. Yeah.